professional misconduct with regards to his position, and the Director of Financial Services under the same authority, Robert Ingasira, has been appointed on acting capacity as the CEO of the Social Health Authority. Again, just to repeat, Social Health Authority acting CEO, that is CEO Elijah Washira, has been suspended and sent on compulsory leave for 90 days to allow for investigations into a possible misconduct of his office. And the Director of Financial Services, that is Robert Ingasira, has been appointed as the acting CEO. Let's move on with other details. Now, the Kenya Kwanza Rebel MPs are now walking on eggshells as a purge looms in the National Assembly leadership. Members of Parliament belonging to the Yellow Party may soon find themselves sidelined after reports indicate that they have become the latest targets in the ruling party's efforts to maintain order. Brian Mwai examines the political aftermath of Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment.
Weeks after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, focus has now shifted to members of parliament who rebelled against the UDA party's position on national matters. A warning from the majority leader directed at committee chairs and vice chairs in both houses marked the first move.
We have only another 4 weeks to go for a long recess. But these are the 4 weeks of reckoning. If you are a chair of a committee, you must be in the house at 2:30. If you are a vice chair, you must be in the house at 2:30.
According to political commentators, a major purge targets the chair of the Budget Committee, Ndindi Nyoro, who has been accused of disloyalty. His silence has been notable since the Gen Z protest, and he was absent during the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua.
The party have its prerogative to decide whether to retain those who voted no, because that was our democratic right. And there is no way that, in fact, one should lock out one's freedom of opinion. Because I believe if I am not buying your opinion, you have to persuade me to buy your opinion. But you cannot purge me because of exercising my independency.
Embakasi West Member of Parliament James Gakuya, who is the chair of the Trade Committee in the National Assembly, is also at risk of losing his position before the recess. Gakuya, a close ally of Gachagua, now says he's not afraid, calling this a political witch hunt.
Me, I am ready for anything. I can tell you, I am those who are believers of a cause. And if I take my position for a particular cause, I can't change my cause. Anything that I may find on my way, I am ready. I am ready to swallow the harbor pie. And in this case, I am not going to regret being whipped from being chair, because nobody will be able to exit me from my representation of Embakasi North.
Muranga Senator Joe Nyutu, who chairs the Senate Education Committee, and Kirinyaga Senator James Murango, chair of the Agriculture Committee, are also facing uncertain futures. But what does this purge mean, and how could it shape politics in the coming days?
What has changed with the introduction of the new Deputy President, Kithure Kindiki? This is new blood. There is peace in the air. There is tranquility in the air, and there is synergy in the air. Okay. We expect the same purge to happen to the parliamentary committees.
The broad-based government could also play a role in replacing the names of perceived rebels in the UDA party, similar to the 2020 purge that followed the handshake between former President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga that saw Jubilee MPs lose their positions for rebelling against the head of state and openly aligning with the then Deputy President William Ruto. The purge saw some ODM MPs given committee chair positions.
Because these are broad-based government. When he was given 4 ministries, it is like he was given a very few ministries. We want to see PSS from the ODM side. We want to see directors of parastatals from the other side. In fact, we welcome that atmosphere where the opposition or where the ODM and those other affiliate parties feel part of the government.
Brian Mwai, K24.
Deputy President Kithure Kindiki today chaired the Cabinet's maiden committee meeting on governance, social sector and public administration. The meeting, which was Kindiki's first of a kind, was attended by 9 cabinet secretaries and the Attorney General. Ian Kitanyi has more on Kithure Kindiki's entree as Deputy President.
I need your intellect to help me and to help members of our cabinet to profile the things we are doing, to speak to the things that we are doing, I have almost become a lonely voice in the executive, especially in the presidency, speaking about our projects, speaking about our programs, elaborating on what we are doing.
Those were the sentiments of President William Ruto during the swearing-in of Kithure Kindiki as a deputy president, a statement that outlined the expectations of the head of state and the responsibilities that were now on his new deputy's shoulder. Barely 2 weeks after taking oath of office and a day after his installation as a new deputy party leader, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki chaired a committee meeting on governance, social sector and public administration at his official residence in Karen. Chairing such a meeting is part of the responsibilities assigned to the second-in-command, alongside other crucial functions, including overseeing the implementation of key cabinet decisions across all ministries. Among the functions delegated to his predecessor and are now on his shoulders include deputizing the president in execution of all presidential functions that are allowed by the Constitution and law, chairing public committees, and being the liaison between constitutional commissions and independent officers in matters that require intervention by the national government, including budget policy formulation and implementation of their recommendations. Kindiki is also expected to coordinate the planning and supervision of the implementation of development partners-funded programs and projects, as well as overseeing public sector reforms and any other functions assigned to him by the head of state.
May I invite
Ian Kitani, K24 TV, Nairobi.
Elsewhere, 3,960 people died between January and September this year across the country due to road crashes. This is according to the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, which has attributed the road carnage to speeding, drunk driving and careless driving. NTSA now says it will conduct a crackdown on motorists breaking traffic rules.
A few weeks before the festive season kicks in, when a surge in road crashes have previously been reported, NTSA has released its latest report. The festive period sees heavy traffic in most roads as Kenyans travel for the Christmas holidays. NTSA has warned road users against breaking the law during the season.
Kwa sikukuu tutakuwa na operesheni wacha niseme kali kabisa pale barabarani. Sisi maafisa wetu pamoja na maafisa wa kitengo cha polisi tutakuwa pale barabarani katika maeneo ambayo tunatarajia kwamba kutakuwa na ongezeko la usafiri mwingi sana, particularly some of our major highways. Tutakuwa pale na lengo sio tu kwamba tutaka kumkamata mtu yeyote, lakini ukifanya makosa tutakabiliana na wewe. Lengo hasa ni kuongoza tu wewe ufika kwako salama, ukashirikia ukiwa salama salimini.
According to NTSA, Kenya has experienced a significant increase in road crashes with over 3,960 deaths reported as of September this year. According to NTSA, pedestrians comprise most of the victims list.
Sasa ukiangalia takwimu zinaonyesha kwamba wanaoongoza ni wale wanaotembea kwa miguu, wale tunaita pedestrians. Na ni kwamba hii idadi inakuwa kubwa kwa sababu hawa ni watu wanagongwa kila siku, mmoja pale mmoja mwingine pale, ukika pamoja ni wengi. Pia kumekuwa na ongezeko la waendeshaji wa pikipiki ambao pia kiwango chao zaidi ya 1,000 kupoteza maisha yao. Kwa hivyo inakuwa ni jambo pia tukera sana. Na ukiangalia hawa wanaogongwa ukitembea kwa miguu na hata wenzetu wa pikipiki unakuta mara nyingi wamegongwa labda na gari.
On its part, Mombasa through its Chief Officer of Transport Ali Sharif said the county has a strategy on how to curb road crashes ahead of the festive season.
Disemba ajali za barabarani huwa zinaongezeka. Kwa hivyo ufadhili huu utatusaidia sisi katika kushughulika kuweka zile zinaitwa zebra crossings, tutaweka speed bumps na speed cameras, table bumps, tutashughulika kusaidia kuweka more pedestrian crossings ili wananchi wetu waweze kupita kwa salama katika barabara. Na tunaomba sana wananchi wetu kwa wakati huu wa msimu huu tupunguze kupeleka magari kwa mbio ama kwa kasi.
Despite the government's interventions, such as increased traffic enforcements and road safety campaigns, many road crashes are caused by human error. Kenyans are now urged to be cautious during the festivities to minimize accidents on the roads. Anthony Kwemoi, K24 TV.
Kenyans are still finding it hard to access medical services in different parts of the country. Many are attributing it to the inefficiencies of the new Social Health Insurance Authority scheme. The picture cannot be as clear as it is at the Kajiado Referral Hospital's renal unit. The facilities come under pressure as hundreds of kidney patients seek treatment.
At the Kajiado County Referral Hospital, patients express their frustrations.
Tipiwa hiyo saa ifanyi kazi. Hadi watoto wadogo tunalipishwa mpaka lap kila kitu, na watoto wadogo below 5 years hawafai kuripishwa. Sasa inabidi tunalipa tu.
Apart from waiting before they are attended to, those who came out to speak believe the new Social Health Insurance Fund has occasioned their woes.
Mimi naonelea hii mitandao inaitwa SHA haifanyi kazi hata kidogo. Watu wanaumia hapa hospitali. Tumekuja kutoka asubuhi na hatujahudumiwa hata kidogo. Hiyo ndio swali yangu, na shida haifanyi kazi hata kidogo.
But no unit has come under intense pressure to offer services like the renal unit. In the entire county, only this facility has been left working for patients with kidney complications. Area Governor Joseph Olelengu, who opened an automated outpatient wing, acknowledged the current strain at the facility for dialysis services.
Tumefurahi kuona kwamba sehemu ya renal unit inafanya vizuri kwa SHA, lakini sehemu zingine bado inahitaji kusaidika. Kwa hivyo tunawaagiza wahusika, Ministry of Health, kuhakikisha kwamba hii program ya SHA imefanywa kwa kasi kidogo, kwa sababu wananchi wengi wanalia.
For this patient who has been on dialysis at the facility says the transition from NHIF to SHA was smooth with little variation in charges.
SHA imekuja, hatujasimamishwa, sisi tulikuwa tunaendelea tu kuoshwa. Na hakuna mambo yote ambaye sisi tumepitia. Sisi tulikuwa tunakuja tu tunaoshwa na tunaenda nyumbani. Sasa hospitali imejaribu kutusimamia kwa upande hiyo, si hatujapata shida.
At least 50 kidney patients are now said to be seeking dialysis services daily from this health facility as patients lament costly medical services.
Ombi langu tu warekebishe hiyo saa, tukae tunalipia tu juu tumelipia, tutumie hiyo saa.
Timothy Simwa, K24 TV.
Well, just to do a recap of our breaking news earlier on, that is the Social Health Authority CEO Elijah Wachira has been suspended for a period of 90 days. This is to allow for investigations into a possible misconduct of his office. And Robert Ingasira, who currently serves as the SHA's Director of Financial Services, has been appointed in his position. We now want to take a short break at this point. We'll be back with more news in a short while.
Follow the champions on the home of football.